I'm back. How are you?
Hello, I am fantastic, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good. You always sound so full of energy. Is that because of your diet?
Well, I would have to say yes. Of course, having good people around you, but it is incredible the energy levels and the way your body can function when you eat properly because of all of those nutrients, great gut health. It's really incredible and transformational.
Oh gosh. Okay. I mean, we sort of know this, but a lot of people find it difficult or not very enjoyable. And I guess that's where you come in, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. And do you know what? I totally sympathize with that because
Mm.
before I was plant based, I thought, I'm not going to get full off this. Do I have to eat salads all the time? And I understand why some people might be a little bit trepidatious, but the range of food you can eat, it is so filling, delicious, flavorful. And the more flavors you get in, natural flavors, the better it is for your gut, which means it will help with everything from your skin, your immunity, your longevity. But we'll go over some delicious food, so no one
Oh,
should worry.
right. And you've been helping loads of people do this, like make the changes to fundamentally go plant based, which is almost like the new buzz term around veganism.
Yeah, that's right. But it's what I also do, and I think this is really important, is I work with loads of people who will never go fully plant-based and just want to incorporate more plant foods into their way of eating. Because when we do that, regardless of whether or not you're still having a bit of meat, some eggs, or whatever it is that you're having, when you just get more plants into your diet, you feed your good gut bacteria, you get more of those nutrients, you can so much more easily maintain a healthy weight without ever counting calories or dieting again, that anyone can benefit from this. So I encourage everyone, whoever they are, to start saying, actually, what other foods can I get into my diet? How can I just get more plants in without worrying about the label of plant based or vegan? Just to help their health, because I think we get a bit caught up with the kind of, do I have to be 100% this or that? And you really don't.
Okay, that's good. So some flexibility is all also just as well, not just as good, but a great start, a great addition to our lives.
Completely. And there'll be some people who'll never go fully plant based. And you know what? It doesn't matter as long as they think, right, let's get more of these beans in, more of these fruits and veggies in. Your health will transform. Even in a few weeks, I've had people work with me, and in 2 or 3 weeks, they go, energy levels different, moods different, feeling much more in control, not in control, in charge of my body and my
Yeah.
weight, and eating delicious food. And these are people who are never intending on going fully plant based. So everyone can have this transformation.
Well, you definitely sell it well, Vanessa. I have to say, you sell it well. And your Facebook group, your social media group, "How to Go Plant Based," is a good place to start because that's just free to join. Loads of advice on there.
Exactly. That's free to join, but I'm on other social media. If you just put Vanessa Sturman into Instagram, you can catch me there as well.
Got it, Vanessa Sturman. So we might as well get some free stuff out of you tonight. Then we're after a couple of inspirational recipes because that's often the stumbling block. And I know lots of people who tried the Veganuary thing because they're experimenting with it and have since sort of run out of ideas or got bored. And this is where you can potentially inject a little bit of fresh ideas and fresh sort of hope, if you like.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm very glad you brought me on to do this because I love talking about delicious food. So this
Mm.
is going to be very enjoyable for me anyway. But yes, people do struggle with ideas and also with balanced eating. So the recipe, it's sort of a variety actually, and a sort of different things you can do with a particular dish. So I wanted to talk about avocado on toast, which is a
Ooh.
bit of a favorite. Lovely smashed avocado on sourdough, but on its own, it's not particularly balanced. But what we can do is add sort of all incredible different types of foods to it to make it A, more balanced, and B, create lots of different meals out of it. So one of the problems is a lot of people say, oh, do I have to have a different recipe? You don't. You can just make tweaks to things you already know. So a great example of a really balanced avocado on toast might be, right, I'm going to top it with extra, say, roasted chickpeas, and that's going to give me extra protein. And
Mm.
I'm going to roast some tomatoes with some balsamic vinegar and garlic and eat those with it. And then you've got some nice complex carbs with your brown bread. You've got the avocado as a good whole fat. you've got some protein with the chickpeas, and you've got some extra veggies with the tomatoes. And you can swap things however you want. So you might say, right, I'm going to saute some mushrooms with garlic instead, and some spinach, and that's going to be my veggies. And I'm going to add some grilled tofu on top of the avocado on toast. So again, you've got your protein, your carbs, a bit of whole fats, and also lots of veggies on there. So there's different ways you can circulate around an avocado on toast to make it whatever you want. And it could even be some homemade baked beans you add to it. It's whatever you want to make it a more balanced, filling meal. And even putting extra spices and herbs into the smashed avocado. So I love sometimes adding in some extra crushed garlic, some smoked paprika, giving it something a little bit different each time, even a bit of turmeric if you want. All those herbs are fantastic for our gut. Cumin, coriander, and it means you can make it slightly different each time, so you're not getting bored.
Avocado on toast, 25 different ways.
That is it. And I've many more ideas that I've also got in that Facebook group, How to Go Plant-Based. Even grilling some nice courgette and chopping that up and adding that on top as well, alongside those tofu or beans. So many different things you can do.
This is how I like to eat. I don't mind cooking a roast dinner or something, but I much prefer to eat these almost like tapas type foods, because you could smash your avocado and then you could have some small pieces of the sourdough and add all sorts of different things to each bit and have a tapas type avocado dinner.
Exactly. So you can even smash up that avocado into a sort of guacamole. You can do anything with it. And yeah, dip breadsticks in. Just so many different things that you can do.
I love it. I was hearing the homemade baked beans as well, which I might have to quiz you about on another day. Homemade baked beans. But for now, I would like to move on to a dessert type dish, because you mentioned something to do with chocolate.
Yeah, I often mention something to do with chocolate,
Okay.
so it sounds very, very like me. But what I wanted to go over was a chocolate and coffee high protein mousse, completely plant-based, obviously. And it's made with, this might surprise you, but you'll never know when you eat it, it's made with black beans. And black beans are so fantastic. They are full of fiber, which feed your gut. They're very filling. They've got lots of protein. And so that's the base of this mousse. And basically, and I've written out the recipe in my Facebook group, How to Go Plant-Based, in case people don't get every detail right now.
Excellent.
But you basically take a tin or a can of black beans, give them a drain and a rinse, put them in a blender, and then you simply add some melted chocolate, so 100 grams of melted dark chocolate, 1 ripe banana, 6 dates cut up and softened with some boiling water, some coffee granules as well that have been in a little bit of boiling water, and then about a half a cup of plant-based milk or vegan milk. And then you literally just blend it. You just blend it to a smooth consistency. Now, this dessert is chocolatey, smooth, moussey, delicious. And what is fantastic about it, so I should finish that quickly. Once you've blended it, put it in little bowls or put it in one bowl and put it in the fridge to firm up. And that is it. And then serve it with chocolate shavings and fruit. And it is so much better than standard desserts, because it's made with whole foods. It's not going to spike your blood sugar. It's going to help fill you up from all the fiber and the protein. And it's chocolatey and delicious. And it's great whether it's for a dinner party or whether it's just for you because you fancy a treat. But making sure you're looking after your health at the same time.
Wow is all I'm going to say. Just phenomenal, because I've seen your video that you've put on your Facebook group and my mouth is watering, Vanessa. We're all, amazed by what you can actually do if you start thinking outside the box and thinking of how you can process other foods that aren't, from animals. And it just feels so much cleaner.
It is. It's incredible. Like when we eat more plants, there just isn't downsides. We're not taking any risks. All we're doing is feeding ourselves with fiber that feeds our good gut bacteria, lots more nutrients, anti-inflammatory foods that are protecting us against all sort of diseases and cell damage. It's just bonus. And obviously when you're eating lovely chocolate mousse, then it's just win-win, isn't it?
I hear you. Vanessa, thank you ever so much. So you're Vanessa Sturman. We look you up and we can join your How to Go Plant-Based Facebook group, and all the information is there for free.
Yes, fantastic.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for letting me share the deliciousness of plant-based chocolate and avocado on toast.
Who wouldn't love that? Vanessa, we thank you. And can we have another chat in a month or so?
Yes, absolutely. I can't wait.
Thank you, Vanessa. Have a wonderful night.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Great stuff. Vanessa Sturman there talking to us about, plant-based food, which is so delicious. My mouth is watering. Oh, the avocado on toast and then the chocolate mousse. What is not to love? So do look her up. And the best place to find her, I think, I found it really easily, How to Go Plant-Based Facebook group. And all those recipes that we've just talked about are on there. I'm outside your house.